Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for coming by. Hope you grab a cup of coffee and chit chat with me. And today I'm going to tell you why I don't make New Year resolutions. So let's get right into it. The biggest reason, among many, but the biggest number one reason is New Year resolutions always tend to be so far out of reach for most people. They don't seem like they're attainable. They seem like we bit off more than we could chew. And it's easy to say, yeah, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And then you put pressure on yourself and you're not able to keep the resolution, and it just falls by the wayside. Now, statistics show that gym membership in January will skyrocket, okay? All over the country, people will be, I don't know about the world, but the country, okay? By February, it starts waning down. By March, those people that signed up to go to the gym every day or a couple of times a week, they signed up in January, they're usually done. Sometimes it's better to set a goal. And that's what I do. I don't make New Year resolutions. I make a goal. So what I like to do instead is I just like to write down a few areas that I want to improve. Okay? It could be many areas. It could be a few areas. If you write down many areas and you only touch a little bit on each one, well, you improved in each category, as opposed to making New Year resolutions that you may not be able to obtain. So if you don't write it down and it doesn't have an end date to it, it's not a goal. It's a wish list. So make sure that you bullet point and have an end date. So my end date is always by the following December 31st. Okay? So I write that down. I have an end date. And each day I work on the goals that I have written down a little bit. I reassess periodically to see how I'm doing in each area, and then I tweak it. I might have to improve. I might have to do something else for self-motivation to keep going. Sometimes I even will catch up on something. If I'm doing good in one area, but I did nothing in the other area, well, I'm going to focus more on the other area that I did nothing. And you know what's going to happen at the end of the year? If it's only two, let's just say two things, I'm going to improve in both areas, both of them, not just one. So that's one thing that I do. You need to keep a list and periodically reassess your progress. And to be honest with you, another thing that I learned to do, now I might put this out on YouTube, but it's only for motivational purposes. Keep your goals to yourself. This may seem like totally the opposite of what you've heard, but what I found that works for me, and you have to do what works for you. But what works best for me is if I just kind of keep it to myself. I am working on this, I'm working on that, and I just keep it to myself. If somebody says, did you make a New Year resolution? No, but I'm working on a couple of areas of my life, things that I want to accomplish. That's it. Keep it simple. You don't want to set yourself up for, number one, disappointment, embarrassment, and I told you so's. Because let's face it, we can make 10 goals or 10 things that we want to improve in our life, and we may only improve in one or two. Life happens, things happen, circumstances change, and then you're left with the disappointment because you know that you told other people what you were going to do, and now you can't reach that. So now what? So make your goals, track them a little bit, even if you just track them in your mind, see what needs to be tweaked, and keep it to yourself. That's what I'm doing for the new year. I will not be making a New Year resolution again this year. And I find that this method works very well for me. I hope it's something that you will consider. It doesn't have to be a New Year resolution. Just start the year off right, clean slate, and figure out which areas in your life you want to improve. This is Mimi with Mimi's Abundant Life. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on my next video.